Toss a coin to your witcher. Well, we could assume this is Loretta Bordy. Okay. So 2 names are wrong. One of them is Jasper's name. And the other is... not Loretta. Not Edward. Swan, Jasper. Oh, you think it's just Jasper's first name as well? No. Myrtle Song, Loretta Bordy. So none of them. LSR, Garner. We already did West, I think, but let's just. Wait, it is his last name. So what? This is Captain Brighton? We don't have that. Wesley Beckett and Jasper Wiles. Oh, because it's a missing island. That makes sense, I guess. Chile. Oh. Oh, this is gonna be so hard. In 1971, a boat a beast mauled LSR Garner, who in turn stabbed the beast? Found a... They didn't have a map, did they? Just on a note. I thought, oh no, it is a map. Afterwards... I found... Did he stab the beast, or did he probably shot the beast, right? I don't understand who the boss is here, but someone hired Ansel March to steal the map from Alyssa Swan's pocket. However, Loretta Bordy tried to Does she have a crowbar? Oh. Tried to... Okay, there's a cigarette there. Does this guy... He's not smoking. Smoke on that, and the only person who smokes is her. So, Alyssa Swan... stabbed? I mean, she was more than just stabbed. I mean, she was destroyed. In time. What didn't go according to plan? What was the entry point for the museum break-in? Look close at the museum for instance. Museum. How does the entry point matter though? She went through the vents, and she came in here and went through the vents. But how's that relevant? Battle coroner is the man and his dog is off because the victim exited through it. Yeah, I get that. Try to flee with the map? Someone beat the fuck out of her. So she went and stole a map. You're supposed to run across the bridge and then meet someone. A beast mauled Elsar. Garner, who in turn shot the beast afterwards because Jolfi found a map outside. What's the story? That's what I'm trying to figure out. In 1927, Myrtle Joliffe hired Angel March to steal a map from... Oh, no. But who hired her? Mr. Wiles and Miss Swan. So... I'm not sure who hired her, that's a problem. But I'm gonna assume it's Swan? Charlotte Bordy to steal the map from Ellen Joffe's museum. The crowbar. Hint time. What could have managed to wait well so closely at the close pin until a couple of contains cubes from original memory. That's dripping wet below the pub. Wait, get trampled by a horse? What does a horse being wet have to do with anything? Oh, dude, that's like that's crazy. So okay, so Elizabeth Swan hired letter to steal the map from Edward's museum. However, the map saw Elizabeth Swan trampled Lerta with a horse. Found a map outside. A 19 someone hired to steal the map from Edward Jollife's museum. And sold it, maybe? Loretta Borday tried to flee with the map. With the money? She is stuffed with money, so... Oh, they both have the same tattoo. I wonder how that's relevant. How is that relevant? I wish I had more hints. This one's called Last Orders. Did he try to steal the necklace? No, it's the map. It's a drawing though, but there's no drawing here, there's only map. Beast more, sorry, Garner shot the beast. Afterwards, Albicus found a map outside. Jasper Wiles is the one that targeted everyone. How did I come to that conclusion? I guess you can actually you can know that because he has the. Oh, okay. Because this is her horse, so it couldn't have been her. Gotcha. That's a bit difficult to discern, but sure. So Jasper Wiles hired Loretta Borday to steal the map from Edward and however Loretta Borday tried to flee with Jasper Wiles. I feel like some of these are like very obtuse, but I don't know. I might just be complaining just to complain. Loretta was supposed to exit the sewers via manual cover outside the front of the museum. Instead, she left through the one behind the museum in an attempt to escape the map, but Jasper spotted her, chased her on the horseback, and trampled her to death. Afterwards, she watched the blood from his horse's legs in the throat in the alley. Jasper, Elisa, allow me to introduce you to the rest of the team. You already know Miss Song and our scientific advisor. What branch of science do you specialize in? Animal physiology? Tally-ho! That's Ivan Kearns, our driver and explorer extraordinaire. I'm sure you've heard of him. And last but not least, our trusty captain. Ready to set sail, sir! Ladies and gentlemen, on the 27th of February, a Lemurian vessel was unlawfully attacked and a cargo pillage. This incident has enraged the Lemurians even more than such acts typically warrant. Accordingly, I hereby issue the following strict orders. All vessels entering our harbor or encountering upon the high seas by our naval forces shall be thoroughly searched for Lemurian relics, and such articles discovered to be seized forthwith. Any persons found in possession of said articles are to be apprehended and all following proper and lawful tribunal hanged for piracy that befits the crime. This order shall remain in place for 20 years. Sincerely yours, Nicholas Maker, President of the Noble Seven Seas Company. Lemurian religion. So, does the Lemurian Empire still exist? Like, is that just in the world, but it's like cut off from the rest of the world, basically? I guess. Kind of crazy if that's the case. Well, that might be the implication. Broadside betrayal, mutiny aboard the Last Reaper. I've lost your wits. We're on the same bloody side. Pull me aboard. Sorry, lad. There's only room for me and my boy. It's every man for himself now. Where's the beast at? Oh! Oh, is he the beast? Prepare to lose your life, just as you and your followers lost the vote. To all hands aboard the Last Reaper, with the untimely passing Captain Triton, the fate of the ship now lies in the hands of her crew. As per Pirate Code, the new leadership shall be decided by vote. The following terms are hereby set forth. The vote shall take place on the deck at high noon. High noon. Each crew member shall cast one vote, with the exception of the Powder Monkey, whose rank doth not grant them such privilege, and the candidates themselves. The tally shall follow below once all votes are counted. Alistair Sims is the captain. Ugh. Swift, still using cutlass made of cheap low-grade metal, replaced soon. Lane, Nundan Valerius, cutlass blunt, sharpened soon. I don't have any names. You may outnumber us, but we're twice the sailors you'll ever be. Surrender now, and I might let you keep breathing. I cut out for this. I chop meat, not men. I don't want to die down here all alone. Ma, please watch over me. You ain't going nowhere, not unless you go through me first. Quick now, we're wanted in the captain's quarters. Jesus. You're not captain, you can find gold in the gunner's gob. Take this, you filthy rat. C2 garner's nose, horn's leg. Ahoy, men! Get your backsides here now! We're a mutiny on our hands! Okay, I found the ship's log, and it contains the name of the bassoon we saw mentioned in the battered cod. Jesus Christ. Very interesting, Jasper. Good work. Are you right down there? Oh. Pipe. What's going on down there, Ivan? The ship is falling apart. Let's leave. Tell the old geezer to forgo whatever junk he saw that drew him down there. Also, this mission shall be split among the 6 party members as follows. Okay. Oh my god, this is dude, what is this? The Return of the Obra Dinn on steroids? It's like one mission that encompasses the entire Return of the Obra Dinn. Like, I'm just gonna take a picture of this one. Also, again, I wish this game had like stuff you could just keep stuff open. So, Alistar Shax Tristan. I mean, this is the captain. Which is not a option? Question mark? Garner's nose, Horn's leg. It's a bassoon. Garner is the powder monkey. We gotta find a guy with a bad leg. Oh, this guy, that's Garner. Professions are still using cutlass made of cheap, low-grade metal. Replaced soon. Lane, Nunda, and Valerius. Cutlass blunt. Cutlass blunt sharpened soon. Okay, so this guy probably the Master at Arms. I'm not supposed to tell, like, if the weapon is blunt or... Oh, okay. I mean, this one's blunt as well. Blunt. Sharp. Sharp. On the hold. Okay, I mean, this guy's definitely the cook, right? I think this guy's the gunner because the lady said, like, couldn't find the gold in the gunner's gob. So... Garner, where's Garner against? Oh, the powder monkey, wait, what? Right there. A horn. Oh, he's the helmsman. So, this guy is the helmsman, and this guy is the powder monkey. He was using a cutlass made of cheap, low-grade metal. Like, how do I tell if it's cheap, low-grade metal? Should I take a picture of every cutlass and compare them? Oh, I used this one already. Alistair Sims, William Nunda. Just as you and your followers lost the vote. I'll shot this guy, it must have been this dude. So this guy won the vote as Alistair Sims. That's the first mate. I assume. This guy's in the rigging, so he's probably a rigger. Would be my guess. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, and this guy is the carpenter, I guess? She's a cell maker. I don't know. Not sure I was supposed to know that, but I mean, you know, we just deduced it through what I like to call luck. Okay, the victim here is the gunner. The killer is a cook, and the weapon is a cleaver. Cleaver, cutlass, dagger, axe, kukri, pistol. I guess harpoon is a potential. Harpoon guy was probably harpooned by this dude, right? Yeah. So the bassoon killed the navigator with a harpoon. This guy got shot. The victim here is the Master at Arms, and I think he got shot by the rigger, I'm pretty sure. Who has this amulet? Oh, it's the cook. Looks like he got his hand cut off with the kukri, probably. So, victim is the cook. Killer is probably the Master at Arms. Or the gunner. And I think the kukri is the weapon of choice there. The victim here is the second mate. Killer almost guaranteed to be the helmsman, and he stabbed her in the head with an axe. So this is the... Does she have it? No, this guy's a dagger. So the helmsman got stabbed by the rigger with a dagger. Victim in this case would be the gunner. Okay, what's the deal with that gold we see there? Is it his earring? Maybe his earring. He doesn't have a sword. Where did goofy ass hat come from? Who's wearing the... Oh no, that's an axe. So he killed... He killed this guy and then took his axe, I guess. What's with his teeth? What am I looking at here? Why did it look like demons? Okay, so this guy is the... I'm just assuming here that this is the carpenter. And not a broken blade. Swift still using cutlass made of cheap Swift. Maria Swift is a sailmaker, so Maria is using a bad blade. So she stabbed this guy. So not before. So this almost guaranteed has to be the rigger. That has to be the rigger. This has to be filmmaker. This is of course the first mate. Killed with a pistol, killed with a dagger, killed with a cutlass, killed with an axe. Okay, so guy storms in, stabs. First of all, I think the sailmaker just shot this guy in the head. Guy storms in, he stabs this guy in the eye. He gets stabbed in the back by the sailmaker, and then he stabs her back or something. Oof. Okay, so the killer on the captain is probably wrong. Nope. Something else ain't adding up, Chief. Okay, so this lady got killed by the first mate, probably. Nope. Who the hell stabbed her in the head with the axe? Everyone else there was dead, and it was not the rigger, so and she's alive, so that I guess it actually it could have been the helmsman, I guess. Yeah, it was the helmsman, but the helmsman did that, so does that mean that the helmsman got killed by someone else? What dagger? Whose dagger did he get stabbed by? Oh, okay. So the rigger killed sailmaker, killed helmsman, and the helmsman killed the sailmaker. Oh, now we gotta go do this. Oh, god damn it. The last Reaper's first mate was elected the new captain, voted in by the... oh god. Sailmaker and carpenter at least. Sailmaker, carpenter, master, armsman. Oh, this is one. Oh wait, I can actually sort. I can actually sort here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 votes for this guy. Okay, so we know that the rigger and the helmsman were working together at least. We also know that the carpenter and the sailmaker were working together. Then we can discern some information from this. So the cook killed the gunner and the gunner killed the cook. So cook and gunner are opposing forces. The rigger killed the carpenter. The second mate and the helmsman. The second mate not allied with the helmsman. You know that. Master of Arms killed by the rigger. Master at Arms should be here too then, I guess. Kill the gunner. Navigator and the bassoon. They're on the same side, so okay. So the navigator and the bassoon probably voted here. The power monkey did not get a vote. The first mate is who was voted for, so it doesn't count. And William Nunda. William Nunda is the second mate, so the second mate doesn't count. Who killed? The problem is that the carpenter, or the gunner and the cook both killed each other. How am I supposed to tell which one of them is a good guy, which one is a bad guy? He may outnumber us, he says. So, gunner's here, cook is here. So, rigger, helmsman, navigator, bassoon, and cook versus carpenter, sailmaker, master at arms, and gunner for the second mate. The second mate and his supporter attacked the first mate's faction, resulting in numerous deaths on both sides while fighting within rage. The powder monkey and the bassoon escaped with the map. Oh. Having heard a splash through a pipe guy went down there. I don't remember who the pipe guy is though. Okay, we have Jasper's accounted for. That's Myrtle's song right there. Or is it? Oh, it's matter. We have the two women. Myrtle's song. That's the swan. Jasper Wiles. You're right down there. Went along with that, I kind of heard a splash through a grating. But someone... Someone hit... Having heard, spotted a... Where junkie saw the trim down. He saw something. Spotted a gem? Oh, yeah, I guess gem probably makes sense, right? But someone threw? Shot a... Which a... Being pulled into the sea. I mean, he got hit by a cannonball or something. Someone toppled a ladder which hit a... a... fell and hit a cannonball for being pulled into the sea. But he heard something though. Oh no, he saw something. It's like toppled a ladder which it like held a net. So I just pulled a net, so I just want to finish this one before I head out today. Wrong one. Wrong one. Jasper is allowing me to introduce you to the rest of the team. Jasper, Elisa. Random Mist Song. What branch decides to listen? Aleo. It's Ivan Kearns, our driver. Okay, Kearns is the guy with the mustache. And that's the captain. Okay, that's Kearns. But someone toppled a ladder which pulled... But someone... Toppled a ladder... Pulled a... Someone pulled a net... Which... Toppled... a ladder. yeah. Pulled into the sea. The Raj, after losing the vote, William Naduna's supporters launched a coordinated attack on Alistar Sin's faction on the deck. Naduna and the Master at Arms ambushed the helmsman, thinking they had him outnumbered. However, they didn't realize the rigger was above them, making it a fair fight, which they lost. Eventually, everyone killed one another apart from the bosun and his son, who escaped with the map. More than a century later, the expedition team found the shipwreck. Radigan Olita was lured into a trap and dragged into the sea. Ooh, lured into a trap. My dearest Walter Keane, it is with deepest gratitude that I put pen to paper, for it was by your noble hand that I was delivered from certain doom during the reign of the Order Party. This time has come to repay my debt in kind, as it is the custom of Lemuria, a life for life. Understand that unfortunate events have rendered you a shadow of you, the man you once were, bowed and wearied by the weight of cruel fate. Yet take heart, for there exists a remedy. On the 27th day of February, a Lemurian sentinel vessel shall depart from the Azure Haven and make its course to the volcanic Isle of Craven Rock. Aboard shall be borne a number of sacred relics, destined for an annual ritual of restraint. Among these artifacts is one of singular power known as Wish Bloom. You shall know it by its unmistakable fragrance, both sweet and strong. Should you come in possession of this gift, you will become a new man. Upon my solemn oath as a son of Lemuria, I affirm that all I have written is true, with unwavering loyalty. Urgent 2. Sickness and health. The law of the jungle takes its toll. Welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games. Cool. This is great. Alright, that's it for today. Plan, pretty simply, is maybe we can finish this next time. I have my doubts, but I can probably look at the achievements, see how many. I think there's 3 left. I think there's 3 maps left. And if each of them take me an average of like an hour, which might add up today. We did like 1.5 here, then we did 4 here. Okay, so yeah, pretty good chance that we finish this next time, I guess. Depends on how difficult those puzzles are. If we do, we'll jump into our next game. Next time, I'll announce whatever game it is on Discord. You know, just since we're probably going to be starting it next time. But it will be another short game, question mark? Let's go take a look gander. I think this game is supposed to be short, but I've heard some reports that it can be pretty long. No, it should be a pretty short game. Yeah, so we're gonna into another short game. I have like 3 games I want to play. I think I already said I was gonna play like 4, and we're gonna play like 6 or 7 of them, but listen, plans change sometimes. And we're still in January, and we have like 3 games played, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm gonna jump into probably 3 more games, 3 short games. The next one should be pretty fun. A game released last year. If you're interested in that or more of the ending to this fantastic Rise of the Golden Idol journey, be sure to follow the stream, join the Discord, all that good stuff. I'll be back regular time on Tuesday at 10:00 North time, 10 a.m. GMT +1. Schedule down there, local time zones, all that good stuff. We'll probably finish this game up in hopefully like an hour or 2, and then we can jump into a new game after a brief review. The game has been pretty fun so far, though. I feel like this game is significantly more frustrating than the first one, but the puzzles are still, like, I would say, overall satisfying. I think that like I would really have to like watch someone play the original again, or like watch myself play it, or replay it, which I'm not gonna do, to really get a good sense of if the first one was this obtuse. But I still think that they do like a good job of keeping it interesting. You know, it's one of those, like, maybe if I wasn't streaming it and I had a bit more patience and I could like do other things other than just stare at the puzzle, I might enjoy the, like, you know, figuring thing out puzzle a little bit more. I think when you're streaming a puzzle game, it can be a bit frustrating when you're just kind of like, all I'm doing is I'm just sitting here and it's just that, like, this game doesn't have like 10 puzzles you can do at the same time, right? It's just that one puzzle. You're just sitting here like I don't know, like this and that and this and that. Like, jump back there, like, you get a little bit frustrating, but you know, I still think it's a pretty good game. We're gonna have our friend Mottis. Here's the raid, some raid messages. Yeah, all things depending, we'll probably be jumping into a new game next time, and we have some more short games planned before we spin the wheel, which is gonna be even more short games. I guess my goal this year is to have like 60 games played or something. Would be cool to chunk a bunch of games off the list for sure, but it is nice to get some of these like shorter experiences out, especially because you just get to like jump from short game to short game. We played a few fantastic video games so far this year, and I think we have a few more fantastic ones on the horizon. Not well so far. I guess our next long game is Yakuza 7. That's like on the schedule for the long game, so it's gonna be happening probably I would say like in February or something. Depends on just how long it takes us to finish all the short games I'm gonna spin. But yeah, that should be pretty fun too. Anyway, that's it for me. Love you all. Appreciate you all. I'll be back in a couple of days on Tuesday. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Keep farting fouls. Bye bye. The dance,